I, 17F, told my best friends, 18F, boyfriend, 18M, the truth and things went bad. My BFF and I have known each other forever. We are currently seniors in high school and have been friends since elementary school. For the last 3 to 4 years she has been boy crazy. Always moving from one relationship to the next and always seems to have another boy in line in case her current relationship ends, but as far as I know she has never actually cheated on anyone. She's been with her current BF since just before the school year started. He's really the nicest, most sweetest guy ever, but this is his first relationship so he can be a little naive and my BFF definitely takes advantage of that. I've talked to her about it and she just laughs and says she likes him and he treats her good, but she does kind of like to see what she can get away with. Last week my BFF told me that her parents were going out of town for Thanksgiving so she wanted to have some people over. I asked who she was inviting and she didn't mention her BF. I asked her about it and she said wasn't going to invite him because her ex was in town from college and she wanted him to come over instead and didn't want both of them there. I told her that was shady but she just laughed it off and said her BF will never find out anyway and he believes whatever she tells him. She said she told him she was heading out of town with her parents so he has no reason to think she's lying. So the night of the gathering, her ex is there and they are clearly flirting and people are getting a little drunk. BFF is sitting on ex's lap, lots of joking with each other, just unacceptable behavior from BFF in my opinion. So, I text her BF and tell him that there's something he needs to see. Then I start sending him snaps of BFF and ex. He asks if that's happening right now and I tell him it is. He sends me a text maybe a half hour later asking if I've been drinking. I tell him I have not, but pretty much everyone is drinking or getting high. He just responded with an okay, good. About 20 minutes later there is a loud knock at the door and it's the police. They start giving people breathalyzers and handing out underage tickets, search people for weed and drugs and one kid had coke on him and got arrested. They let me leave after I passed a breathalyzer test and I immediately called my friend's BF. I asked him what the hell he was thinking and he said he didn't know what I was talking about and tried to play dumb. Told him to cut it out because people actually got in trouble but he said he thought his GF was with her parents this weekend. I told him a lot of people are going to be pissed at him if they find out what he did. But he just said, well it looks like we both have secrets to keep now, and hung up. My BFF's parents were pissed and grounded her indefinitely and the news spread all over. I had no idea BF would do what he did and I know my BFF was wrong in the beginning. But I feel terrible that people got in trouble because I started all of this and none of it would have happened if I kept my mouth shut. If I tell my BFF the truth she is going to hate me forever and that will also put her BF in a position where people will hate him too. I don't know what to do. This sounds like some Netflix originals type shit. Her BF is actually really smart NGL. I knew he was smart, but I didn't think he'd go evil genius level on this. Well, that friend's BF leveraged you good. Wow, your BFF's BF is a smart guy. He literally put you in a position where you can't talk about it, without putting yourself in trouble and hence he won't be pointed at. Guess he's not as naive as everyone thinks. BF is a smart one, well played on his part. You're sworn to secrecy or else you'll lose your best friend, and he gets revenge on everyone involved. He'll go far in life. He didn't act on impulse and used his brain. He'll get far. Wish I was this cognizant when I was younger. What do people do with their girlfriends? I just started dating and I don't know what to do with my girlfriend. What should I do with my girlfriend? Play Mario Kart. Whoa, why do you want to ruin their relationship so early on? Just started seeing someone recently, and the pressure's been on to keep things interesting. Given we can only really hang out at their house, everything's closed down, our conflicting work schedules make things difficult, etc. Our first date we painted a painting for each other. I had some old canvases and acrylic paints that I brought over. Neither of us are really that artsy, but it was a fun thing to do to sort of break the ice, especially since we didn't have to awkwardly stare at each other while we were talking. I haven't been on many dates really, but that was by far one of the more unique and memorable ones. For me, one of my favorite things to do with my so is to cook or bake. It is nice because you both get to make something and also enjoy the fruits of your labor afterwards. Even if it comes out rubbish, it's still a nice experience and you can always learn and improve next time you cook or bake together. Feed it every now and then take it out for a walk. Post made up stories on Reddit. I, 25F, found out my cancer is back after several years, and I might only have about 18 months left. If you were in my shoes, who would you tell now? Who would you leave things for in your after plans? Happy middle of the night, /r/relationship_advice. Title pretty much says it all. Specific and generic advice would be appreciated. In terms of who to tell now, I have told my mother, my best friend, 23F, and my ex, 23M, since we recently broke up in July. I've also told 2 old friends that were there for my cancer the first time, but I left out how bad it is, and most people don't know. I'm not sure if/when I should make this public knowledge. I have several old friends that would probably want to talk more often if they knew we didn't have that much time left, but I don't want it to be something that's on people's minds. And I also know from the first battle with cancer that I get a lot of pity friends, and I don't really need that. I've considered telling people the cancer is back and hiding how bad it is, but that seems like unnecessary white lies when I could just not mention it at all. In terms of who to leave after things for, I am leaning towards writing a letter for everyone important. However, many of my friends have given me stuffed animals, jewelry, art, etc. over the years. It seems sad to just have it all be thrown away after I'm gone, and it seems strange to discuss with everyone what they would and wouldn't want back, especially at such a young age. I understand that they might not keep these things even if I do return them, but is it better for the people that will be here after I'm gone to be able to decide what to do with their old gifts to me? Or should I just take them with me Pharaoh style? Anyways, I'm doing fine right now. I found out a couple weeks ago, and I'm coming to terms with it pretty well. Most of my worries are how to leave my loved ones with good feelings to remember, and any suggestions on how to do that for various kinds of relationships would be appreciated. My very good friend died from cancer. She didn't want anyone to know until it was the end, and then she didn't want to see anyone because she didn't want to be seen so sick. All I can tell you that I was angry at her when she didn't tell me before it got too bad. We could spend quality time together, find time for us since we live in the opposite side of the country, make some memories. We could have done more. But to do that, you don't have to tell anyone, just spend time with them. I was angry that she didn't give a chance for that. Of course, in the end it was her decision. I can't say for sure I would not be like her in her shoes. Do what feels right to you. You have over a year. Don't use this time to worry, rather make memories with everyone. Say what you wanted to say. Do that thing you've been holding on to and go for whatever you can. Take care of. I'm sorry I don't have any advice really, as I've never been in this situation, but I did want to express condolences for your diagnosis and that I hope you get to experience things that you want to. Also, if you don't find any luck here, I'd try r/cancer or perhaps the subreddit for your specific cancer. I wouldn't waste what time left you have on who gets your material items. I would recommend a will of sorts for any important to you items. Try focusing on people or experiences to spend my time on. Also, do not underestimate your own will to live and treatment options. Projections are only just that.